Hello viewer, thank you for joining me again today. I'm Dave, the Fugly Vapor, as you can see. Today I want to take a look at this little job. It's called the Buhawi, B-U-H-A-W-I, Buhawi. It's a clone by Ivogo, which I purchased from Cambridge Vaping. The current price on their website is £9.99. Ordinarily they have 2, 4, 6 different colour options. A white, black, stainless, copper, brass. But at the moment I think he's got only 2 options available. But anyway, enough about that. We will go down. I shall take you to bits, show you the bits and pieces and the particular peculiarities of it, and there are a number, and then we'll come back up and have a vape on it and I'll tell you what I think. So I'll see you down there just a sec. Right viewer, yeah, so there we go, Buhawi. That's not the original drip tip, that is some metal drip tip, standard sort of 510-ish, quite narrow bore. Then we've got that little job there that I'll come to in a minute. It's actually in 4 pieces. five if you count the drip tip. Come back to that in 1 second. I'll also come back to this bit in 1 second. And now this isn't just an O-ring and a push on pull off job. It actually, yeah, I went quiet so you couldn't hear the threads, because you can't hear the threads. That's considering these threads are very fine, and that is a very thin piece of metal, very thin piece of metal. So you've got very fine threads in there, very fine threads on there, and they go together, well, pretty damn well. So there is your standard 3-post design. The camera's actually focused, well done camera, yep. There's those threads on there, look, well, you can see those, yeah, pretty damn fine. The juice well is not too bad. The coil is quite small, as you can see. There's 8 wraps on a 2.5mm post, 24 gauge cancel, with a piece of manky wick that I put in there just before I started doing this. How clever was that? Not very. But it does give me a chance to show you the coil on one side and how little room you've actually got, because if you see that bit that's looks like a gaping hole, if you look at the other side, it's not a gaping hole, because you've got this piece here, which is this piece here, and then there's your actual well down there, and this piece here, this little lip here on both sides, is for those 2 lips there, or pegs should I say, and they have holes in them which you can possibly see. Put that down for a second. You can maybe, yeah, you can see the holes, 2 holes in that one, unsurprisingly 2 holes in that one as well. And that's your air, basically. Your air is going to come in through there, because those holes are machined up through there and come out there and there and there and there. You can see the other 4 holes have got screws in for a reason. Your air control ring which is this boy here, there's your holes in the top, and they come through to pegs, 2 pegs either side. Come on, camera, catch up. There you go. 2 pegs either side. Hollow pegs, obviously. There you go, hollow pegs. And they fit, if you put the 2 pegs in the 2 holes in the middle at either side, that gives you full airflow. 2 air holes both sides going down underneath the coils and up through the chimney. If you want to restrict the airflow, you just turn it so you've only got 1 hole one peg in each hole on each side. So you've got, instead of having 4 holes, you've only got 2. So you've either got full air or half air, and that's it. I'm going to put this back to full when we go back up the top. So yeah, that's basically it. It's a little bit fiddly. One other thing to point out, that on this little ring here, you can probably see, if the camera will actually focus, yeah, you've got threads 2/3 of the way up. Come on, camera. Got threads, hang on a second, yeah, there we go, nearly. There you go, threads 2/3 of the way up, and they go down the bottom, they go to the base of the deck. So, and like I said before, they are, I'm not going to use the term buttery smooth, because that's most of our friends across the pond use that expression. I like to say silky smooth, but yes, you've got to be a little bit careful when you first start the threads, because they are so fine. I imagine they'll be quite easy to screw up. But for a clone, I've got to say that's a damn good piece of machining, with what limited knowledge I have of engineering machining. So there we have it. Juice well's not too bad, and it looks like you've got a fair bit of room, but obviously you've got those pegs to go in there between the coil and that outer ring, and that's the next little challenge. It's a little bit fiddly, so all you guys out there who've got sausage fingers and no patience and not a second to live, this probably isn't the dripper for you. But as you can see, once you find the slot, if you just got to like twiddle it and push it at the same time, once you find the slot, drop straight in, not a problem. So what I should do now is take that off, put some juice in it, come back up, and then we'll have a vape on it, talk about it, and I'll give you my final thoughts, and then we'll call it a wrap. So I'll see you back up the top in just a second. Right guys, back up with the Buhawi on the gearboard. I've got it set at 50 watts, 5.7 volts, 0.55 coil. Airflow is fully open. Yep, that's a little bit on the warm side for me, so I'll get down to 45. Juice, by the way, is one called Gotti by Creme de la Crema. It's one I reviewed yesterday, and it's nice. I don't generally get custards. If you saw the review, you'll know I don't get custards and what I think about the juice. If you didn't see the review, go and watch it. Yeah, it's a nice vape. That's just about as warm as I want it. I'm just going to just turn this airflow down by just the one hole. That's all we can do. We'll go to half air now. Vape is still good. I mean, that juice is I think it's a 75 PG juice, but yeah. My final thoughts are, I mean, it's a nice little tank. It's sturdy. It's well made. It's well machined. It's neat and tidy. I can't tell you whether they've got any machining oil in it when it came, because I don't know, because I just put everything I get through the cleaner as a matter of course. So the only downsides, if you can call it that, really, is the fact that the deck's a bit fiddly. Getting that barrel onto the base can be a little bit fiddly, but all in all, if there's anybody else like me out there, you guys are, you know, fairly new, starting up, trying to get yourself some bits and pieces together, for a tenner for a dripper, that's not half bad. You know, there's a lot worse stuff out there for a tenner. And if you're an ex-smoker, you'll know it's a packet of fags, which will last you a day. This will last you a lot longer than a packet of fags. So yeah, thumbs up from me, really. I like it. It's not my favourite, but I've not had it that long. But it'll grow on me, I'm sure. I'm going to put a dual bill on it just to see how we go. But yeah, that's me. I will be doing a review of this cuboid at some point in the not too distant future. So now's perhaps a good time to go on holiday in the next few days. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, leave me a like, comments down below. All comments appreciated. And obviously if you want to subscribe, that's great. Thank you very much. In the meantime, you have yourselves a damn good day. More importantly, a damn good vape. And I'll catch you on the next one.